So what I'm doing here is I'm just checking. Basically, I have another idea for your logo. So I'm just putting together something now, just laying it out and trying to get a feel for it. But I had an idea in my mind. This is just a quick thing. It's just a sample. But let's move on to your logo. We're gonna go on here and I'm gonna basically make the white transparent, so it's just the logo that shows. So you can put it on, websites or whatever. But first, right here, the resolution is only 72. It needs to be 300 to be correct, for a correct logo. See, it's big, and you can see like the edges of those lines are real fuzzy and they're not solid. So it looks like real clip art. Those are easy things to fix, but I'm just going to do a quick version of it just so you can see how I do it. So right here, I just kind of add some contrast just to clean up those lines just a touch, so they're not so fuzzy when I do this little application I'm going to do. So right here, this is a whole flat image, so I'm going to go in here and just select the whole thing, cut it, repaste it, so it's like a separate file. And I just kind of scale it down just a touch, because it's a pretty big file. It's like 20 inches. It's pretty big. So there you go. And basically, you see how there's two layers. There's one layer, and that's the background layer. But the logo layer still has that white background. We're going to select and take that out. So basically, on the right, you highlight the layer that you want to select. Left, you click the select tool, wand. Right here, I usually do like 2, so it grabs, there you go, white. It grabs all the white. When I clicked it, I go to select, and I just click similar. So it's going to grab all the white in between the E's and the O's and the D's and all that stuff. I'm going to cut it. See? Just cut it. There you go. It's just a logo. There's the background. You can leave the background if you want. It doesn't matter. It's a separate layer. But here, I just basically, I'm going to resave it, so it's just, fresh file. I could keep on my notes. So, yeah, there you go. Save it, desktop. I'm going to save it as a Photoshop file just because it's high res and I could kind of manipulate it if I need to later. Right here, then I'm going to go ahead and save it for PNG as you asked. So let me just find the darn thing. Where the hell is it? It's down below. I barely use PNG. Okay, save desktop, compress is all fine, standard, so that's done. That's all done. So let's see, so let's go ahead and move forward. And I'm going to move on to the new logo and kind of just freestyle it and create it real quick. I have this cool little circle back, circle with a bunch of lines, which is custom, it just gives it that more custom look instead of just a straight circle line going around it, kind of generic. Wanted to get something a little more custom. So, and I like to use for logos of companies, it's nice to, I know fonts are real fun to manipulate and, have some like curly, cool little fonts and all that stuff, but we're kind of in the new age right now, and it's nice to be able to read the name of your company like clean, and let the rest of the logo kind of do the talking. But Digital World Travelers, done deal, So let me just kind of manipulate it. I make each letter a little closer together, real legible, but cool, it still looks cool. It still has that message going across. So right here, it's not a perfect circle around it, so I'm gonna kind of just resize it and all that stuff. Okay, so yeah, I was doing like a voice overdub. First time I did this, so this is definitely not how I'll be doing my future videos exactly. I'll make it cleaner and stuff, but so yeah, let me get into it. So basically, I'm just sizing this stuff down, just I like to, in the beginning of doing a logo design, I like to just do real generic, like kind of generic but clean fonts, clean stuff. So at least I can lay down the idea. You know, it's like a sketch. Kind of lay down the idea. I had a lot of these little things like little lightning bolts and stuff like that. So I figured, I don't know, I like the lightning bolt thing. It's kind of cool, digital, so it shows like electricity. I'll probably just actually, in the end of this video, I'll probably just use one little lightning bolt just to symbolize digital world traveler, you know. There's so much more I can do with this logo. This is, like I said, you guys, this is just like a real quick layout idea. That's it. But if I want to take a second to talk about what I'd actually do with the logo, world traveler, hey, you know, maybe I would do the lines, the actual globe logo on the inside, but custom, not some stupid clip art that most people will just grab and put it on a logo and call it a logo. It's not a logo. You have to customize it, you know. But I could do something kind of cool, like, I'll check this out. Here's another idea. So you want to use the boat, right? Why not put the globe lines inside the boat? You know, something like that. There's so many different things, but basically, you want to create some type of logo icon, something in the middle. You know, maybe instead of just the boat, you know, world travelers. I think incorporating, you know, the two words, the two things, incorporate world and incorporate the boat, you know, because it symbolizes freedom and adventure and all that stuff. So it's cool. But I think the logo's already it's already circle. So I guess you can kind of look at it as the world. But I think use like the globe, the atlas map of some kind in the background or inside the flags, or you know, do something custom, like something really cool and custom, where you know, something that you could actually post online and like other top graphic designers will look at it and go, wow, they killed it with that logo. You know, it's not just some clip art shit you put as your whole company. So kind of have that pride. But basically what I'm doing here is just laying down the font so it curves perfectly with the outer curve of the circle that I have there. So you know, the space between the circle and the font are exactly the same around it. You guys know. So here I'm kind of just clicking around in the dork, just clicking and trying to make everything work. It's a longer video, so I'll kind of let it play. On this video editor, I'm not able to like forward it. I'd like to just skip it, you know. But best to edit the actual video first, and then I do a voiceover dub or do it simultaneously, you know. But just to kind of cut through everything faster, and I can cut the video in like in a quarter of the time, you know. But yeah, right here I was just looking for a font, putting it on there. Like I said, we can change fonts and all that. I just want to get the layout done. But hey, it looks pretty cool, you know. I really like that outer circle with the lines. It just looks cool, you know. Like oh, it's some custom. Looks like a logo, you know. And it kind of breaks it up because the font is solid white, and then you have the outer circle broken up. So that way, the digital world traveler kind of stands out more at you, and it looks better. You know, you can see it. You see it right away. You know, like you can get that thing embroidered on a jacket or something. It'll look real freaking cool. You know, how cool would that be? Okay, let me have a sip of my coffee here. Let the video play. I like these little dots. So basically, yeah, I guess this video kind of runs on for a while, but you know, hell with it. Sit down for 10, 20 minutes and watch it. It's kind of cool. You can see kind of how this video might open a lot of doors in your mind to be like, oh, hey, we could actually do this and that. Cool, you know. So it's all fun being creative anyway. It's being a kid. So yeah, I like these dots. I wanted to make it flow so it actually has the same contour of the circle. Later, I'll actually get like a real circle, put it in there, and line up those little dots so it's like pretty much a perfect circle, contours with the outer circle, so it's actually correct, you know. You know, these little aspects are fun to add to it, even though they take a little bit of time. But hey, you know what? At least it's custom, you know, and this kind of symbolizes your logo and like what you're, you know, what you're doing. You're putting more thought into it, which is pretty cool. So here I'm just basically just spending time trying to eyeball it real quick. There's other ways to do it, but I already had these dots, so I'm just kind of like manipulating it real fast just so I can show you guys what, you know, just an idea. But there's plenty, you know, there's hundreds of different ways of doing the same thing, you know. So, you know, I could do a circle mask and I can do dots, you know, or I could take it in Illustrator and do a map tool and just do perfect dots in a circle or any shape that I want. But these were dots that I already created, so I just put it on. So see, it kind of looks cool, you know. That's just an idea, but Digital World Travelers, it ties in the free spirited adventures on the bottom. So it's like, oh, okay, like everything's coming together, kind of, you know. And it's broken up, so it separates it pretty well. You know, I was thinking about these lightning bolts and stuff, but you know, I'm gonna kind of lay it out here and kind of look, but I think it's just too much, personally. But I still, why not just try it so I can get a visual of what it looks like. Maybe, and then you guys can see it. Maybe if you like it, or you know, we could change other things where those lightning bolts will actually look more acceptable on the design. But sometimes maybe it's too much, but it kind of looks cool like that, you know, instead of those round dots. But I figure I'd just do this real quick just to show you. So look at it. It looks kind of cool, you know. And then you have a boat in the middle. But I like the way this bolt right in the middle, because you know it's a normal bolt that everybody's very familiar with, lightning bolt. So I was gonna bring the boat in there, but it's a little big. So let me just go back, get it off the page. I'm gonna go in here and actually cut the boat out separately. Just use the cut tool. And like I said, this is just real quick. The real way to do it, I mean, if you really want to get intricate, is to recreate that boat with a pen tool, so the lines are perfect and all that. But see how it has like a little white outer thing because I just cut it. It's fine. It's fine for this sample video. So what I'm going to do is I'm basically going to change this boat all into one color, so I can just manipulate things. I want to add a couple highlights to it. But see, when you do a cool logo and you just make it simple, look at that. It's just one color design, right there. But you see how everything flows. It looks kind of cool. Like, oh, that's pretty cool. Boat World Traveler. What is that? And then the little lightning bolt on the bottom makes it a little original. You know, maybe. It's up to you guys. But I like the digital thing. It's pretty cool. You know, another aspect that you can add for digital. You know those old school logo designs with a microphone, and then it has like little lightning bolts in a circle around the microphone to symbolize that it's in a network, you know, or an antenna. You could actually do that to the top of that sail. You know, like it's digital, like it's contacting the world. You know. Okay, so here I added a perfect circle gray in the background, and I'm gonna grab these little dots. See how they're not proportionate? It doesn't flow with that circle, the correct circle. So I'm gonna go in here with a fun tool and it's like a warp tool. And kind of just, you know, it's not the exact way to do it, but I'm just gonna shape it so at least it follows it a little bit better, you know. You know, that way, again, this is just a quick way of doing it, but at least it gives us the idea, the layout. So basically, I would create a logo like this. I would make some changes, and then I would almost kind of like recreate the whole logo correctly with like the pen tool and make everything clean and perfectly centered. And you know, and during that time of recreating the logo correctly, I might come across some other ideas that I can add and actually make it look like even 10 times better than what it is. You know, which is surprising. You know, art takes some time. You know. It takes a little while. You know, you can't paint a masterpiece in 5 minutes. It's impossible. So there you go. So and then I'll remove that little gray circle and get that out of there. You know, I think because I was looking at your original logo and there was a line, like a clean line on the center, which looked pretty cool too. Oh, you just text me. So hold on. Okay, so yeah, I was just talking to you online on the phone here. So yeah, just kind of still clicking around and all that, you know. And but it looks pretty dope, you know. Shit, I like it. You know? And it's early. I just woke up and stuff. So you know, after a coffee, another hour, I'd be a little more motivated. You know. Look at that, pretty cool. And I was thinking the dots on top. You gotta, you know how logo designs are. You gotta lay things around and like play around, even though they're not gonna probably go right. But at least you can cross it off the board. Like, no, that won't look good. That'll look good. That won't look good. And kind of just like line everything up. See what you want to do. See, I do like a texture in red. Ooh, that was pretty cool. Shit. So, hey, yeah, so I want to show you this. I already watched this video, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to select that boat, and I'm going to select the sails, and I'm going to select the sun. Basically, I'm going to add some highlights on it, you know, kind of like shadows to kind of show that it shines. Just real simple and clean. And, yeah, and just add a little more custom to it, a little more fun. You know, I know you guys like that. You want to have it more lively for your guys' logo. So here I'm still kind of working with the circle thing, but I think the circle kind of closes everything off too much. See that circle around it? I think it closes everything off. Like, it's like you got too much circles going on, you know? Like, why do you got to show all that, right? So I'm like, nah, I don't like it. I took it off. So here I'm selecting the sun, and I have this idea to basically, I think the sun is too close to the sail. I think the spaces, like there, the bottom of the wave or whatever, is too close to the sail, so I want to kind of separate things just a touch. You know, so they're not blended together too much. And there's some like black thing there. Let me look for it. Okay, so it was the other layer. So select. Let me just cut that off real quick, so it doesn't interfere with the boat. Boom. Get that thing out of there. Like I said, this is a quick design. Just laying it out. But shit, look at that thing. It's pretty cool. A little shield look pretty cool. Okay, so here, your little fun part right here. So I'm looking at your colors that you have on the boat in the background. I'm gonna go ahead and select the boat. Oh yeah, I didn't like the bolt exactly. It looked a little unproportioned. I needed it thicker on the top, and the angles of the cut there should be a little more symmetrical. So basically, I'm just kind of redrawing it just real fast. I need to get those cuts a little more symmetrical. And the top, I want a little wider, so it's a little more bold. See, boom. You know, it's those little details, huh? Most people don't even think about, but I do it. Got that? Boom, look at that bolt. I think it's, wow, to me it's just like a whole other ball game. Looks good. Okay, so now that I got the bolt to tie everything together, now I want to have fun with the boat. And there you go. See, when I change the whole thing to one color, that looks pretty cool too, you know? So I'm like, wow, that's kind of fun. But I figured the circle, the font, that's the foundation of the logo. Now I can go in with the boat and have fun with the boat. I like the boat you guys chose. I think it's pretty cool, but why not customize it a touch? So here, I'm going to select the sun. I'm going to make it all gray tone, so I can do the highlight I want to do right here with this tool right here. It's a highlight tool. Hold on 1 second, it'll pop up right there. That's to lighten. There's a lighten and darken, but here I'm going to go ahead and take it. See that? Watch. I'm going to lighten it more. Boom. Looks pretty cool. Just to give a little accent. So I'm trying to remember what color it is. I think it's like, yeah, yellow gold, like the sun. So give a little fun to it. It's cool, huh? Puts a little highlight in there. It's good. Changes it so it's not so flat. Yeah, and then I'm gonna do the same thing with the sails. I'm gonna go and select both sails at the same time. I think I'm gonna do the gray tone again, just to follow exactly what I did with the sun. So it's the same. I'm gonna go ahead and see the highlight there. Boom on the sail. There you go. Spread it out a little bit. It's cool. Like that. Like that. I like it bright. It's good, huh? It's pretty cool. I like the highlight in the middle. I could almost add some white to it. There's so much more you can do with the logo, right? And keep note, like to do a right logo like this, will probably take, like 2-3 hours to do it one day, and then maybe the next day, maybe you go, oh, you know what? I think I'm changing this and doing that, and you have one more sit down session on the logo for like an hour, and then it's perfect. Then you're like totally happy with it. It's like bitching. But yeah, I mean, I'm doing this thing in 30 minutes, so I'm still 3.5 hours behind. But this is just a layout. Like I said, most people would look at this as, and that's the thing. Like most people will look at this logo maybe and go, "Oh, it's done. It's complete." And I look at it because I've been doing it for so long. I look at it like, no, it ain't done. I mean, this is just the idea. And wait until it is done. It'll be even better. But yeah, there you go. This is a done logo. Boom.